Ladies and gentlemen, on this stage today we've already had 3 engineers. 2 of them talked about psychology and communication, and the 3rd one talked about photography. So now, to keep consistent, we'll have a lawyer who's a language coach and an educational leader talk about motivation. Michał Grześkowiak, president of Poznań's Verbal Victory English Language Club, will talk about motivation. You're leaders, so you already know a lot about motivation. Who's seen an American movie on how to motivate themselves? How does it work? What do they tell you? You're the leader. Say it out loud.
I'm a leader.
You're a champion.
I'm a champion.
Yes, of course. Everybody, stand up and say, I am a champion. Okay, that's one way to do it. But it works. It gives you an adrenaline rush, but it only works short term. A real leader knows how to motivate long term. And this is what this workshop will be about. Michał Grześkowiak.
So much stuff, ladies and gentlemen. A big conference, 3 or 4 things at the same time. So much knowledge, so much information. How not to get lost? Because in 1 week, you will not remember most of it, will you? What will you remember? What are the things that are easy to remember after a long time? Because yesterday I was talking with somebody and he told me, you are that guy from the hand technique. And it was 6 months ago in Łódź. You're that guy who takes the sunglasses and throws them away as a metaphor of your beliefs that you can change. So today, I will not motivate you. I will not tell you boring stuff about motivation, like set your goals and just keep moving forward. I will show you the Leaps movie. The Leaps movie. This is the anagram. So first of all, I want you to close your eyes first and imagine the movie. The movie in which the main character are the Leaps, the red Leaps. What is the city that the Leaps live in? And the Leaps are very motivated all the time. And the Leaps know what to do. No, come closer. Here are some space. Come closer, just come closer. I will not shout. If you want, you can take a seat here, by the wall. The city in which the Leaps play the main role. The Leaps movie. After this workshop, I want you to remember the Leaps movie, not the boring stuff. When you think about motivation, what is your first thing in mind? Because for many years, for long years, my first association was pushing. You have to push. You have to push to be motivated. To be like that American guy. Who am I? I am the champion. Who am I? I am the champion. Who am I? I am the champion. What is happening in my body? What is happening with me when I do it? What is it? Is it motivation? What is it? Energy. I call it cheap and very healthy equivalent of amphetamine. So what you get, come closer guys if you don't hear me, because I'm not going to shout. Because what is happening is actually creating the emotional high. The emotional high. But does it equal motivation? Because when I do it, who am I? I am the champion. When I repeat that 20 times, I get very excited. My adrenaline goes up. My endorphins goes up. But what happens after 5 minutes, after 1 hour, after 3 days? Because I've attended huge lots of seminars on motivation. And you know what? I walked on fire. I did the fire walking. And when you do it, the idea is, when you walk on fire, you create so much motivation and so much power in yourself, nothing can stop you. For how long? Because the next day, you have your feet burned, and you're exhausted, because you had such a high level of emotion that you have to go deep down. And after a very strong motivational seminar, most people get depressed after some time, because this is just too strong. This is not natural. Imagine, who's on diet here?
Everybody.
Imagine having your food, your lunch, your dinner, your breakfast, only the energy drink and the sugar something, pavełek. Pablito in Spanish. Imagine having this for breakfast. What happens? You get a short emotional boost. No, you get a short emotional boost. Oh, I feel good. For how long? 2 hours. You have it for lunch. The energy drink and pavełek. What happens? Again, a shot of adrenaline. Quite cheap version of amphetamine again. Is this what you want? Is this what you're looking for? Or maybe there's something else. I don't know. You tell me. Is that all? On another seminar, I broke the wood. The piece of wood. I was supposed to create so much power in myself, then approach, and then BANG! And I did it, because they are created especially to make it happen very easily. But the next day I was depressed. Because it didn't let me know myself better. It didn't let me know my real goals. It didn't let me create the long-term thing. And in the Leaps movie, this is the first criterion. If you don't remember anything about motivation, remember this. Leaps movie. The real motivation is a long-term thing. Real motivation is not emotional high. Because emotional high, imagine you're at the swimming pool. And the higher you are, and you jump into the water, the deeper you dive in the water. And it's the same with emotions. When they are very, very strong, you're obsessed. Come on, give me another goal, give me another project. Come on, come on, come on. What happens? When people live like that for a long time, burnout, depression. One day they say, I cannot do this anymore. This is not me. This is not natural. This is not life. So you dive very deeply. This is the pain we have when it comes to motivation. What is better? Who of you has learned a skill that required much time? Like a new language? Or public speaking? I didn't expect that. Is emotional high enough to learn this? No, you need to have something else, something much stronger at a deeper level. What can it be? What can it be? I talked to Florian Muck, who is a professional speaker from Germany, living in Barcelona. For the last 5 years, he dedicated his life to public speaking. It's his greatest passion. And some people make plans. We make plans. Usually we give them up after some time. But he said, I don't have plans. I don't make plans. But I have a vision. Mm-hmm. I have a vision. And my vision is to have the rhetoric school in Barcelona. To create a real actual building when they teach people real public speaking, rhetoric. So the vision. Not a very specific plan and goals, the vision that drives him. Everything he does giving workshops, giving feedback, giving lectures, giving speeches. Everything he does is fueled by his vision. But this beautiful vision for the future. He said, I don't know where it's going to happen, but I'm sure it will happen one day. What else drives you guys?
Passion.
Passion.
People.
People. What else? I'll be speaking about energy at the end. So everything that gives you energy. People give you energy. Everything you're passionate about gives you energy. What gives you energy?
Ambition.
Ambition.
Values.
Values.
Perspective.
Perspective.
Emotions.
Emotions. What else?
Money.
Can be, of course.
Power.
Why not? Well, this is the gift for you. What gave me a lot when it comes to our human motivation is letting go of perfectionism. And for me, the second criteria is imperfection. I do not expect to be motivated all the time. I don't have this pressure. I can take a day off, I can rest, I can do something just for fun. And you know what? Only then, when I let go of that pressure, I am motivated most of the time. Because we are human beings, we are not machines. We're not robots. Or are you? Anybody? People in the back, can you hear me? Yes, yes. Who of you is perfect? I expected that. So this idea of not expecting to be motivated at this very high level all the time is really liberating. You're free at last. You don't have to. You do things because you want to do them. Because you love them. Because you need them. Because you will benefit from them. Not because you have to. There's no pressure on you, I have to do it. You don't have to. You're a human being. I proved that. Many people set themselves goals that are in fashion now. Like, what is in fashion right now? Like coaching, I think, is very in fashion right now, right? What else is in fashion? Fitness.
Leggings.
Leggings, yeah. That's very personal. But collectively. Game of Thrones. But something related to your goals. That you set yourself goals that are collectively, well seen.
Being on a diet.
Being on a diet, for
Running.
example.
Running.
Running. Who of you runs, by the way? Yeah, it's in fashion. It's in fashion. But the point is, and I experienced that a lot with language learners, that people get excited at first because it is in fashion, it is well seen, but it's not personal. Why are you here today? Why are you in Toastmasters? It has to be your decision if you are here for a long time. It has to be personal. Because if someone tells you, oh, there are nice clubs, you should join. You know people who come for 1 meeting, 2 meetings, 3 meetings, and they are gone? Where are they? It's okay, but the point is, it wasn't personal. It wasn't their decision. And it happens with language learning a lot. or with public speaking? Someone jumps up on stage for the first time and is terrified, shaking. Never again. I'm never gonna do that again. If his decision is not personal, like I want to learn public speaking because I have something to share, because it's a great skill, because this is a skill of a leader, of somebody who wants to impact the world. Do you know Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
Who is good at imitating some facial expressions? Who is good at this? Don't worry, I won't take you to the stage. To prove that.
So
Everybody. Everybody. You like Jim Carrey, by the way?
yeah.
Yeah.
What is his profession?
Comedian.
Comedian, actor. What is his mission?
Story.
What is his mission? His mission is to free people from concern. And everything he does, professionally and in his life, is to free people from concern. Being a comedian, being recently more spiritual person, speaking about consciousness, about being present, about being in reality. This is his mission. What is yours? Who of you has a very clear, defined mission in life? I won't ask, don't worry. For the next 60 seconds with your neighbor, I will ask you to just think, just give it a quick thought. What my mission in this planet can be? Like maybe in Toastmasters. What is the mission of Toastmasters clubs anyway? Who knows? Exactly. To empower individuals to be better speakers and better leaders. This is the mission of this club. That's why they exist for 90 years now and still growing enormously. Fueled by mission. So, now in this short exercise, just give a few thoughts. What your mission could be. Maybe just a few ideas. It can be this, or this. Making people smile on this planet, or changing people's mindset on education, like in this case, I suppose. Is it? Close enough? 60 seconds. Talk to your neighbor. Just a quick, very quick brainstorming. Okay? Timer, 60 seconds, please. Okay? Start.
Spoko, bardzo dobrze. Co? Dobra.
Thank you very much. Any new ideas in your head right now? Any new perspective? Give me 3 examples of quick thoughts, quick ideas for your life mission. Who wants to share? Be happy, yeah.
make people lives easier.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Make people life walk more safely.
Do you see the tendency, do you notice the tendency that when someone has a life mission, it's usually connected with other people?
Yeah.
That Jim Carrey, to free people from concern, to help other people with something, to serve people, to help people create something new, something different. So it's fueled by others. Mission is very often connected to others. And the biggest dreams people have, usually also fueled by other people. I have a friend who worked in a shop. He was a manager in this shop. They were selling clothes. And every 3 months, there was a new collection. New in fashion collection. And the owner of that shop, always, but always, every 3 months, he gave for free these new clothes for the salespeople, people working there, so that they could feel these clothes, how they fit, how comfortable they are. Why? What is happening here?
They will sell better if they experience it.
Exactly. How would you call it? Identification.
Yeah.
Identification. For them to have integrity in selling these clothes, they had to wear them first. They had to feel the clothes first. To have integrity. And then, when a new client comes, I'm thinking about these, new jeans. Oh, they are amazing, they are great, look. I love them. And the sale is done. So anything you do, are you identified with it? If you have problems with motivation in Toastmasters, you're just not identified with it. By the way, you don't have to be identified with every club, but if you're identified with the mission of the club or the whole organization, wow, it changes everything. What are the things you are identified with? That you can say, I am this. Who of you can say, I am public speaking? Come on, come on. Who of you can say, I am a leader, I am leadership? Still a potential to grow? You want energy drink? It works, it works. What else? What is it that you do that you really feel that it's mine, it's mine, I feel it, I am this? What is it?
The solution is made by you. Nobody gave you from other side, but it's your solution. You work on it.
Mm-hmm. What are you identified with? Okay, women. Let's skip that. That's not a workshop, women. When we start something, we have a perfect plan. We have a perfect fantasy. We join the club, people are going to love us. We'll never be nervous on stage. And we start learning a language. In 1 week, we'll communicate fluently. But how is it in life? Is it easy? It's simple. But very often it's not easy. What happens along the way? What makes you a stronger human being? When you experience, what is happening exactly? What do you face? What do you face? Who of you had that experience of, this is just too difficult, I won't make it happen? Who had that experience, why is this happening to me now? I was in Berlin 2 weeks ago, and I had a presentation, and I think it was probably a similar group of people. I had a presentation on power, and it didn't work. You know, why is it happening to me? So I said, okay, I'll use the flip chart, the whiteboard. But it was already taken, and someone used the permanent marker. So I couldn't remove it. Why is this happening to me? But you know, from the time perspective, when you look at this, what happens? Well, first of all, nothing, of course. But you learn. With these kind of obstacles, sometimes you may realize, because obstacles are there to show you if this is your real goal. I could say, well, I won't run the presentation without PowerPoint. Okay, I give up. If I didn't want it badly enough. But if I really want it, I can do it in the street without anything. So the obstacles are there to show you if this motivation is real. We're talking about real motivation here. The Leaps movie. Or not. And last but not least, and this is the point of the biggest and the deepest journey. Motivation, real motivation, lets you discover yourself, self-discovery. What are the moments in which you have a perfect motivation, 100%?
When there is no choice.
Be specific. Be specific. When you want to pee.
Yes.
Michał, let's imagine that you are dying and there is no other option.
For example, when you're really, really hungry. Do you have any problem? Oh, not now. When you're really exhausted after the long day, you have problems to go to bed to sleep? I don't know, tomorrow. So there are situations in which there is no doubt. We just do it, 100%. And there are situations in which the outcome and the result comes immediately. Like chopping wood. When you chop wood, you have the outcome immediately. Wow, you have the reward already. But that wasn't funny. But when it comes to skills like language learning or public speaking, it takes time. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It takes time. And very often, what happens is, well, we decide we want to do it. We even have the mission, we have the vision. It's personal, we want to do it. But we can't. Like, I want to do it. I can't, I just can't. Most people have it when they write the master thesis at the university. They just can't start. No, maybe later. You know the feeling? I want to do it, but I can't. Why? Actually, when we look at this, it's different. It's not I want, but I can't. It's I want. Then we have the comma, and with very small letters. But I don't want. I want, but I don't want, somehow. There is a part of me that doesn't want to do it. I want to study Chinese. I don't want to study Chinese. What is it? Someone created a beautiful metaphor of human mind. That it's like a big house with a lot of people inside. And sometimes the servants, there are some servants, they claim to be the owners. You see, sometimes this servant claims to be the owner. So he goes up to the house, I am the owner, I'm Mr. Lazy, good morning. Today we don't do anything. You want to do it, but you don't want to do it. What is it? What is the professional term for this part? Professional, I mean. No. Sabotage, exactly. We sabotage ourselves. We stand in our way. Why?
It's comfortable.
It is. Dive deeper. Dive deeper.
Safe.
Yes.
It's already known.
What is it? What are the reasons?
Fear of failure. Fear of unknown.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there is something that stops us. Something that stops us. That tells us something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. Right?
We don't like changes. We don't know what will happen.
Something's gonna happen. And, well, there are two ways. Something's gonna happen. There are two ways. What can happen? Something bad or something good. And these are two reasons why we don't do things. But it's not that obvious. It's hidden. For example, someone has problems to be on time, like most people here. I know you had to be very motivated to climb up so high. Is there anything bad that can happen if you're on time? Logically?
No, something good.
So why do we have this part that say, I don't want to be on time? Why? What is it?
I want to keep on drinking my coffee.
What is your first association with being on time?
I love the first one.
School? What memories from school? Maybe there was a guy in your class who was always on time and nobody liked him. Was that you? And from then on, you carry in your mind that being on time means being boring. Nobody's going to like me. And then when you're supposed to be on time, you have that part which you don't see. Normally you don't see, you have no idea that it even exists. You have no idea. But there is something behind that controls you. And so no, just be late. Don't be boring. I want people like you, so that people like you. For next 60 seconds, check. What is your association with? Being on time, being systematic, it's also very interesting, and being responsible. What does it mean for you? Talk to your neighbor. 60 seconds. Timer. Thank you very much. What are the interesting associations you found?
People who are late are often miss something. They don't have a place to sit.
Yes, but I'm thinking about something that stops you, and in your subconscious mind there is a negative association with that, like being responsible, meaning being boring, for
I
example.
don't have negative associations. About
Look
this.
for them. I will give you a challenge at the end of this, explaining this. But sometimes something good can happen. Does that make sense? I don't want to do something because something good is going to happen. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
No, don't like him, somebody else.
You know why? Because in your mind, something too good is going to happen, and you don't deserve.
I would not want to handle it. Yeah, for example.
This is the second self-sabotage, a very big one, that people don't realize.
It's like changing jobs.
Like, I don't deserve to earn that amount of money. And that's why you stop yourself. You want to grow. You want to send that 300 CVs, but you don't want. Because you don't deserve to have that profession, to have that new job. I had a client recently, and we were working on changing his, I would say, range, the scale of thinking. Because he has that need of being a world class. He's very talented in languages, and he wants to be world class, but he didn't believe that he deserved to be one. So he had all that inner need, that power that was suppressed, and he couldn't even start, I don't know, writing a blog, shooting videos, because he was blocked by this, like, it's too good for me. It's just too big. I'm a small person, I don't deserve. Who of you had that at some point?
All the time.
All the time. Because you grow as a person. Suddenly something that was impossible 2 years ago, now it's your standard, and you go to the different league. Now it's the Premier League. The next stage. Do you deserve to be world class?
Yes.
Do you deserve to be a real leader?
Yes.
A great, spectacular speaker?
Yes.
I am the champion.
I know. A fantastic way to work with this, to make it more conscious, is take a very, very simple challenge. It may be even as simple as taking a walk, 20-minute walk every morning as the first thing you do in the morning. And just start watching your excuses after day one. What is happening in your head? If someone wants a more advanced technique, this is my favorite. Some people call this masochist technique, but it's not, because it's very good. Actually, it's very good for your health, both physical and mental. Taking 3 minutes of a cold shower every day.
Oh. 30 seconds.
3 minutes. As cold as possible. As cold as possible, and just watch. Because taking a cold shower is very beneficial for your body, for your health. As cold as you can. It helps your immunology system work better, your blood circulation. It gives you more energy. So it's very good, it's beneficial. And it's only 3 minutes, and you know it's going to end in 3 minutes. And the only negative side is that you are cold for 3 minutes. So why don't do it? And when you take this shower, first there's 10 seconds of shock. But after that, just start watching your thoughts. Just start watching. Can I handle this discomfort now? if you're able to do this, you will have this mentality later on in life. Can I handle this discomfort when I have a presentation for 200 people and PowerPoint doesn't work? Can I handle this discomfort when I ask somebody and I get rejected? Can I handle this? A very simple exercise. Take it and watch your excuses. Like, well, what is the worst that can happen? Taking a cold shower. You don't get sick. You don't get sick. You don't get sick at all. Does that make sense for you?
Yes.
Energy. There are a number of things you can use to energize yourself. What are your favorite ways to energize yourself? Music, definitely. But choose wisely, because you know there are some artists that created to demotivate yourself. Again, I know one blues band, and their song is like, "I'm broke and I'm hungry." So yeah, here's motivation. Right. What is your favorite one? Rocky, Rambo, Eye of a Tiger.
Morning run.
Morning Run. Beautiful example. Hmm?
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Here I go again.
Yes. What else? Music, what else? What else do you have?
Exercises. Go running.
So definitely moving your body, activating your body. Do you know the power posing stuff?
Yeah.
Watch it on TED if you don't. You stay like that for 3 minutes, it changes the way you feel. If you stay like that for 3 minutes, you are a champion.
Also laughing.
Laughing. Yeah. Laughter yoga.
Make laugh.
Make love, yeah.
Make love.
Positive people.
Definitely your surrounding, your environment.
Those must
People.
be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good work.
People flying high after the meeting.
Browse photos of success. Of your own success.
Yeah. And after that, there's the whole set of the shortcuts, the simple techniques that help you become motivated. One of my favorite is the so-called one beer technique. One beer technique. If you're a student or you were a student, you know this thing now. Are we going to the party? No, just one beer. Just one beer. And when you start, you're already in the rhythm of drinking beer. And after 7, you realize that you have just used a very effective motivational strategy. Yeah, just start something. If you cannot motivate yourself to run for 1 hour, go for 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, when you're away, with your leggings, you're already in the rhythm of running. So it's not very likely to stop. When you have the whole bunch of plates to be washed, just say to yourself, okay, I will wash only 2 of them. But when you start, you did 2? Okay, I can do the rest, if I'm already doing this. Another technique is using the timer. This is the kitchen timer. You set your time limit. And using the limitations can help you become hyper-focused. Because you decide, okay, I give myself 7 minutes to that, I have to finish in 7 minutes. And suddenly you become crazily creative, and you have to do it. And you do it because you have the hyper-focus. I'm running out of time, so to wrap it up, the Leaps movie, a fantastic movie of real motivation, which is long-term, which is not perfect because we are human beings, which is personal, which is your choice, not the pressure of collectiveness, which is the journey of self-discovery, You examine your subconscious, your excuses, your sabotage. You have a mission that drives you, that is your fuel. You overcome obstacles that make you a stronger human being. You have a vision. Don't paralyze yourself with lots of plans and goals, but have a vision that drives you. Something you're identified with, and something that gives you energy. Thank you very much.